Hey guys, RDM here, and in this video I'm going to be sharing my top 5 tips to having a successful early game and a successful playthrough of Medieval Dynasty to the ends of whatever your imagination can come up with in this game. There's a lot of creative freedom here, so these are my top 5 tips. If you enjoy, and we'll see you in the next one. Alright guys, tip number 1 is provided by our friend Alwyn here, who is following us and will not stop because he is on a quest with us. Alwyn says if you press Alt, you can see sticks, stones, various plants, mushrooms, berries, all kinds of things on the ground. Anything interactable on the ground, Alwyn here says you can find. Logs can even be seen with a name above them. Okay. How you get this though, if you're asking, because you're a new player, you just loaded into the game, you pressed Alt. Oh, RDM lied to me. The RDM did not lie to you. You need to go into survival, and then you'll see survival sense here. Once you unlock this perk, which is not hard to do, just go pick some reeds. That would be my suggestions. Pick a bunch of reeds. You'll get this skill, survival sense, seeing sticks, stones, mushrooms, feathers, and herbs in inspector mode. And that is tip number 1. Alright, Alan, what is tip number 2, you ask? Well, go ahead and pull your shovels, your hoes, any two-handed tools out for this one, because for this one it's going to be sort of based off the first one. Tip number 2 is if you press Alt, you'll see all these things on the ground, and if you have something in your hands that is two-handed and you go to pick these things up, you do not get an animation. This is probably one of the most useful tips. I've used this at every beginning of my playthroughs. It just makes things 1,000 times easier, guys. You don't need to just sit there and pick berries or pick up sticks or do that kind of thing, because it's all at your fingertips. All you need to do, craft a two-handed tool. Alright, I want tip number 3, you say. Well, tip number 3 is a simple one. Go ahead and chop you a tree. Tip number 3. Stay out from under trees. Trees are bad. They will knock you out. Trees will knock you out. Trees will kill you, guys. Okay? And Alwyn, despite how handsome he is, will not be able to save you if you get hit by a tree. Okay, guys? So remember, trees are dangerous. Alright guys, for tip number 4, Alwyn has decided to take off his hat for this one. But for tip number 4, guys, we have storage needs. Okay, if you're like me and you're progressed in the game to where you have a decent amount of supplies coming in all the time, and you're at your capacity for your storage house and it just can't hold anymore, what you can do, and I highly suggest doing this for many things, many reasons, you can go ahead and take stuff out. Now me, I play on unlimited weight for this demonstration. You can come up here, it has these little slats, okay? You can come up here, press tab, come to your inventory, come down to where your logs are here, press X, drop all of them, and they fit nice and neatly into this log storage area. You can place things on the ground. They will not spoil, only if you have the setting on. It's not there, I'm sorry. You have the setting on, and you can go into customize game, and you can go to let's see here, you go to dropped items never spoil. Stop dropped items from spoiling. Make sure that's checkmarked, guys, because otherwise your stuff will spoil. This is a very, very good way of storing extra things that you could not normally store because your storage shed is completely full. This only really makes sense if you're playing on unlimited weight. And although even then you can drop smaller stacks in there and just go ahead and stack that up, guys. Alright guys, tip number 5, and by far the absolute biggest tip that I can suggest to anybody playing this game, is take it slow. One, if you're rushing through the game, you're gonna find out that stuff is gonna break. Two, if you're rushing through the game, you're gonna get burnt out. And three, attention to detail in this game can be very, very rewarding. You can have an absolutely stunning village. You can make absolutely incredible villages in this game with a little bit of time and a little bit of effort, okay, and attention to detail. So take it slow. You don't have to rush through the game. I don't think the game was designed to be rushed. I think the game is very important sense that it needs a little time and effort, and it's one of those games you play over a period of time. And that is the biggest tip I can possibly share with you guys. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and leave a like or a comment with any other tips you think should be added. I know there's only 5, but these are the most basic tips I could possibly come up with. If you guys liked it, let me know in the comment section below, and we'll see you in the next one.